This limbless reptile is a true master of patience in the wild. Without relying on massive size, it can detect the smallest opening and recognize an opponent's vulnerability. As it approaches its target, every movement is guided by finely honed survival instincts. The instant a sign of danger appears, its response is faster than the eye can follow. What happens when nature brings a pursuit to an end in the blink of an eye? Across the planet, more than 4,000 species of snakes inhabit environments ranging from dense rainforests and deserts to high mountain regions. Most species live solitary lives, coming together only during the breeding season or when environmental conditions bring them into contact. As cold-blooded reptiles, snakes sometimes gather to absorb warmth or share sheltered resting places. Their remarkable adaptability allows them to thrive from sea level to elevations of thousands of feet. Within the natural world, snakes quietly help regulate prey populations and maintain ecological balance. Among the world's most formidable reptiles, the African black mamba is renowned for speeds of up to 12 miles per hour and an exceptionally responsive nervous system. With a long, slender body reaching about 9 feet in length, it has become one of the most respected predators of the African savanna. Rather than relying on long periods of silent waiting, the black mamba depends on swift, decisive strikes. After the first strike, it typically retreats and patiently follows its target until the encounter comes to an end. This hunting strategy allows the snake to conserve energy while maintaining control of the situation. Its strong territorial instinct also makes the black mamba a determined defender, willing to stand its ground against much larger animals, including lions. Often regarded as one of the fastest reptiles on Earth, it delivers rapid, purposeful strikes with remarkable precision. Its distinctive jet-black mouth serves as a clear warning display, and every defensive response is powerful enough to discourage even the boldest challengers. Yet nature always maintains its balance when the black mamba encounters the much smaller mongoose. With extraordinary reflexes and exceptional agility, this agile opponent can evade repeated attacks with remarkable skill. That dramatic shift in the encounter is a reminder that no predator remains unbeatable forever. It is one of nature's enduring lessons about respecting the strengths of every species. If nature awarded a title for sheer toughness, the honey badger would almost always be among the first mentioned. This animal is renowned for rarely backing down, while snakes make up about 25% of its diet in some regions. That turns every encounter into a test of endurance, venom, and survival instinct. When facing a mole snake nearly 6 feet long, the honey badger does not rely on determination alone. Its front claws, measuring nearly 1.5 inches, help it dig, close the distance, and disrupt the snake's advantage beneath the ground. But the mole snake is not entirely passive. It coils its body, maintains distance, and responds with extremely fast defensive reflexes. That exchange turns the encounter into a tense battle of strategy beneath the dry soil. Against a Bitus viper, the challenge becomes even more severe. When its space is invaded, the snake immediately tightens its defensive posture and reacts with alarming speed. Although the honey badger may overcome the encounter, the danger does not disappear. The effects of the venom can slow it for several hours, creating a vulnerable opening for larger predators. In the wild, every victory comes with risks waiting close behind. There, strength must always be matched by absolute caution. Across the sun-scorched deserts, where relentless heat bakes every inch of the landscape, a sharp rattling sound breaks the silence. That unmistakable signal comes from the rattlesnake, a master of camouflage with its distinctive warning mechanism at the tip of its tail. Measuring about 5 feet in length, this remarkable reptile helps regulate rodent populations and maintain the delicate balance of North America's ecosystems. Yet even this quiet defender must face formidable rivals. The roadrunner shares the same arid landscape, where speed and quick reflexes determine every moment of survival. With rapid bursts of movement and sudden changes in direction, it repeatedly disrupts the snake's familiar defensive rhythm. Their encounter turns the sun-baked sand into a tense contest between patience and agility. From above, the red-tailed hawk creates a different kind of pressure. With its broad wings and exceptional eyesight, it detects movement on the ground before descending for a closer approach. The rattlesnake immediately coils its body, assumes a defensive posture, and sounds its warning rattle to maintain a safe distance. In that moment, its greatest strength lies not in pursuit, but in its ability to make an opponent think twice before moving closer. The cobra stands as a symbol of intimidation in the reptile world. With the king cobra reaching an average length of about 12 feet, it does not rely on long pursuits. Instead, it depends on powerful neurotoxic venom, explosive speed, and the ability to control the pace of an encounter. In the humid forests of Asia, the mongoose is the king cobra's small but legendary rival. It has no venom, yet its compact body, lightning-fast reflexes, and remarkable natural resistance to snake venom make it an unpredictable opponent. As the distance closes, the king cobra repeatedly raises its hood, pivots with precision, and delivers rapid defensive strikes to block every approach. The mongoose responds with quick sideways leaps and sudden changes of direction close to the ground, forcing the snake to expend valuable energy. The encounter becomes a contest between the cobra's commanding defensive display and the mongoose's relentless agility. If the cobra maintains its distance, it remains an imposing defensive force. But a single mistimed movement can allow the mongoose to close in, forcing the snake to withdraw from the encounter. In life, sharp awareness and the wisdom to defend personal boundaries are often more valuable than rushing into every conflict. In the world of reptiles, pythons represent the group of non-venomous snakes that rely on extraordinary muscular strength. Their greatest advantage is not venom, but bodies exceeding 15 feet in length, hundreds of flexible vertebrae, and powerful muscles built for endurance. Once a secure hold is established, each coil applies steady pressure, allowing the python to quickly gain the upper hand. As an important part of wetland ecosystems, pythons define the art of hunting through concealment. Their patterned scales blend seamlessly into surrounding vegetation, while highly sensitive heat-sensing pits detect nearby movement. Rather than relying on long pursuits, they remain motionless for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to move in. The tension rises when the opponent is a crocodile, the dominant predator of shallow waters with a bite force exceeding 2,000 pounds per square inch. Yet within dense vegetation, a single mistimed movement can create an opportunity. The python immediately coils its body, secures its position, and turns its powerful muscles into a decisive advantage. In the Florida Everglades, invasive Burmese pythons have become a major ecological challenge, with estimates ranging from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of individuals. In nature, no position of dominance lasts forever. True strength belongs to those that remain patient, conserve their energy, and seize the right moment to survive. Deep within the dense forests of Asia, the king cobra holds one of the highest positions among reptiles. Reaching lengths of up to 18 feet, this impressive snake plays a unique role in the food chain. Its diet is highly specialized, feeding primarily on other snakes, including pit vipers and smaller cobras. With a natural level of resistance to certain snake venoms, it can pursue prey that many predators avoid. When food becomes scarce, survival instincts can drive the king cobra toward even more demanding choices. It may prey on smaller snakes of its own kind, making competition part of nature's balance. Yet the king cobra's remarkable abilities extend beyond its dominance over other snakes. It is the only snake known to build a nest by gathering leaves, a behavior rarely seen among reptiles. During the breeding season, a female may lay as many as 50 eggs. She remains coiled around the nest for several weeks, helping maintain an incubation temperature of about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Even so, the rainforest offers few guarantees for the next generation. Fewer than 2% of hatchlings survive to adulthood, highlighting just how demanding survival can be in the wild. A lion drives into the hunt with intense pressure and commanding presence. Each surge pushes its target into moments of rising survival tension. When the timing aligns, it closes the distance with overwhelming control. Even competing predators struggle to hold their ground against such decisive advances. What allows a lion's hunting encounters to so often end with a clear display of dominance? In the realm of big cats, the leopard does not possess the most imposing build, yet it stands as one of the most complete survival specialists. It achieves remarkable feats by dragging prey twice its body weight up into branches dozens of feet high, a strategy that protects its hard-earned meal from ground-level scavengers. However, this solitary life comes at the cost of constant vigilance. When the leopard is focused on a hunt, its awareness can briefly narrow. This is when the lion uses the wind to its advantage, closing in silently before launching a sudden burst. If the leopard cannot reach higher ground within those critical 5 seconds, it faces overwhelming pressure. The presence of the grassland's dominant predator is always near, ready to turn the hunter into the one being pursued. Even in the trees, safety is never absolute. Young, agile lionesses may climb upward, pushing the leopard toward thinner outer branches. When escape options fade, a risky leap back to the ground can become the only path to survival. Leopards rarely choose direct confrontation unless forced into a one-on-one situation. Despite their boldness, they rely on swift retreat as their most effective advantage. In the end, lions are willing to surround and drive off competing predators. This is how dominance shapes the harsh order of the wild. Hippos are among the most formidable animals in Africa's river regions. With bodies weighing thousands of pounds, massive jaws, and long canine teeth, they possess enough power to make many predators keep their distance. Lions usually do not choose adult hippos as a preferred target. The risk is enormous, and even one small mistake can completely change the encounter. Yet during periods of food scarcity, survival pressure may force the entire pride to consider more dangerous options. The opportunity appears only when a hippo moves away from the water, where it no longer holds its familiar advantage. At that moment, lions rely on speed, coordination, and pressure from multiple directions to search for weakness in the hippo's movement. But even on land, an adult hippo remains a tremendous challenge, and not every approach leads to the outcome the pride expects. In the wild, distance from water can sometimes determine the entire balance of power. For the hippo, it marks the line between advantage and disadvantage. For lions, it is a test of determination, careful strategy, and the limits of the pride under the constant pressure of survival. In the wild, hyenas are known for their unpredictable, opportunistic behavior. Weighing around 140 pounds, they often move in groups to contest the structured order maintained by lions. This is a long-standing rivalry, deeply embedded in the survival instincts of both species. To assert dominance, lions frequently move in with intention, sending a clear message of control. When alone, a lioness tends to remain cautious against the numerical advantage of her opponents. However, when the pride is present, they quickly form a coordinated front, applying pressure and isolating individual hyenas to reduce resistance. Such encounters often occur when lions are defending their cubs or a recently secured food source. This opportunistic lifestyle allows hyenas to feed in the short term, but it prevents them from ever fully controlling the grasslands. The dynamic shifts entirely when a male lion appears, the most formidable presence for hyenas. Weighing nearly 3 times as much, he moves directly into the formation, forcing slower individuals to retreat. Within seconds, raw strength disrupts the disorganized group. The hyenas signal distress and quickly withdraw from the contested ground. This confrontation serves as a natural mechanism that helps maintain balance within the African ecosystem. Pressure from lions regulates the growth of spotted hyena populations, preserving the rhythm of the food chain. It reinforces a fundamental truth. Respect belongs only to those capable of defending their boundaries. In the wild animal kingdom, the cheetah stands as a symbol of speed, capable of accelerating to nearly 70 miles per hour within seconds. Although it lacks the muscular strength of a lion, it possesses a defining advantage: explosive sprinting speed. Rather than engaging directly, the cheetah relies on its signature ability to escape danger. However, peak speed always comes at a cost. After each chase, the cheetah reaches a state of complete exhaustion, often requiring at least 30 minutes to recover its breathing. In those quiet moments, awareness drops significantly. Just a brief lapse can turn a skilled hunter into a target, especially when a territorial male lion is nearby. This reflects a deeper lesson from nature. At the height of success, vulnerability can increase when caution fades. In a world shaped by survival, the true advantage belongs not only to the fastest, but to those who understand their limits after every pursuit. African wild dogs are masters of strategy, with a hunting success rate reaching up to 80%. Through endurance running and coordinated formation, these 60-pound animals create constant pressure across the grasslands. Unlike the unpredictable approach of hyenas, wild dogs actively avoid the lion to preserve their strength. This forces lions to expend significant energy and patience if they want to close the distance. Knowing it cannot match long-distance speed, the lion relies on hours of concealment within dense cover. The most favorable moment often comes when the wild dogs are focused on sharing a catch and their formation begins to loosen. In that instant, a short but explosive burst turns stillness into sudden pressure. With a bite force of around 650 pounds per square inch, the lion quickly overpowers a slower individual at the edge, causing the formation to break apart. The encounter concludes with a clear outcome as the previous order is restored. Despite the risk and occasional loss of their catch, wild dogs rarely lose cohesion as they continue their path of survival. On the other side, the lion reclaims the prize and holds its dominant position. The controller of space once again reinforces its authority through strength and precise timing. During the Great Migration, about 1.3 million wildebeest cross the Serengeti Mara ecosystem, creating one of nature's most enduring journeys. Although they rely on the strength of the herd, each individual is an exceptional athlete, capable of reaching speeds close to 50 miles per hour with extremely fast reflexes under pressure. When one animal falls out of step, a lion immediately tries to separate it from the herd. But the opportunity does not come easily. An adult wildebeest suddenly lowers its head, changes direction without warning, and uses a powerful shove to disrupt the lion's approach, forcing the predator to pause. Recognizing the resistance, the pride tightens its formation and drives the target toward the riverbank. Just as the wildebeest bursts forward, an experienced lion intercepts its path and successfully secures the opportunity. A lion's hunting success rate is often below 30% when hunting alone, and it increases mainly through coordinated pride tactics. This journey reinforces one rule: every mistake comes at the cost of an opportunity. In the end, steady patience remains the key to survival. Along the rivers of Africa, lions and crocodiles often meet at the boundary between land and water. At the murky edge, the crocodile is an ancient ambush specialist, creating constant pressure across the landscape. Any animal that loses focus can be controlled by jaws delivering around 3,700 pounds per square inch of force. However, this balance shifts as the dry season spreads across the grasslands. As the river recedes, crocodiles are forced onto land and immediately enter the range of the grassland's dominant predator. To defend their territory, lionesses coordinate a strong, unified push to drive the intruder away. They use multi-directional movement, powerful jaws, and sustained pressure to maintain control. Repeated, well-timed advances force the crocodile to constantly adjust. Once pushed away from the water's edge, its environmental advantage quickly diminishes. The encounter resolves with a clear outcome, favoring those that dominate the land. Afterward, the lions retain the food source and re-establish control of the space. When the rainy season returns, dry ground transforms into deep water once again. Lions must cross these rivers to continue their hunting paths. At that moment, the crocodile's ancient instincts re-emerge, waiting beneath the surface for the right opportunity. Yet the lion's natural agility and coordinated group movement help them navigate the danger. At the boundary between land and water, the strongest is the one who understands its own limits. After the pursuit ends, snakes prove that true strength is not defined by muscle alone. They survive through camouflage, remarkable patience, and the ability to choose the perfect moment. Across the harsh, natural world, every movement reflects millions of years of evolution. Without seeking attention, they continue to earn the respect of many other predators. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible stories from the wild.